Hello, it's just me, and we're playing on the cruise ship.
Yep, and we last recorded this on Halloween.
Yeah, last time we recorded this, it was on Halloween, and we did the Piggy channel. No, go check that out. But that was a pain, and that ending was sad because Sizzy had been infected.
That part made me cry.
I didn't say she died, but she had been infected. But once the cure had been found, Sizzy will go back to normal sooner. But I don't know when.
Yeah, I cried when we watched that ending.
Just that was unexpected. But just that part, man, it was that sad that it was just like a scar, but it was enough to get infected, I guess. Oh, so I want to show you a secret Easter egg. I died, but that's how you earn the achievement. And it's extremely easy. Oh, you buy Just Dance 3 on Best Buy?
No, you could see the tag that got checked out. That's from Boise Library.
Oh. Huh. And it's on, and you have Katy Perry, E.T. and Teenage Dream. Both from Katy Perry. Man.
I'm pretty sure that... yeah.
Fresh look you've been waiting for in time for holiday entertainment. But don't wait, these amazing values won't last long.
During the Black Friday sale this Veterans Day weekend, only at More Furniture for Less.
Choosing a window replacement company is tough. With middlemen involved, you could end up paying too much.
Eliminate the middlemen with Champion. Right now, buy 2 windows, get 1 free. 1 call, 1 company. Learn more at getchampionwindows.com today.
Behind the scenes of coronavirus testing. Sunday on CBS 2 News at 10.
If you need a new appliance, now is the time to buy during the Black Friday sale at RC Willey.
The season of excitement. Broncos, Raiders, only on CBS 2.
Tonight, drastic actions as COVID cases skyrocket. America shatters daily.
Does the sirens bother your ears a lot?
No, and why are you close?
Because this is a Donald Trump parody, the Donald Duck thing.
No, I don't want to hear it. That voice is annoying. Ah, there we go.
Good, yeah, did that parody make you cover your ears when you watched it?
No, I don't cover my ears, but
expecting a Biden presidency to mend fences. We're in Beijing, counting down to a historic space mission. A masters like no other, no fans, and the long shot of the bottom. Who will claim this year's green jacket? And And later, a bittersweet year gives a beloved bookstore a boom.
This is the one I thought that you might And do you think you would want to make potatoes like these?
I don't know how to make potatoes in the microwave. So, I mean, I don't know how to make potatoes in the bucket, so no. I did see it before.
Was that cool enough though?
Every single state seems
No.
to surge. Total cases now top 10 million. The death toll, more than 245,000.
Here's a funny one that you
The
added.
worst in
Bring
the world.
me...
CBS's Donnie Backus has the latest.
No rubber duck. It's pretty annoying.
But the funny but the purpose and he gave that chick a gun of toilet paper and hand sanitizer.
And hospitalization surge. In North Dakota, in about
That's a
states,
good one.
Governor Doug Burgum issuing a new mandate in the red-hot COVID state to wear masks starting today.
Our situation has changed, and we must change with
Here's a
it.
good one.
Governor
Was her shot
state critical.
I heard that song.
but the video shows him throwing lots of basketballs.
That's cool. Anyways, so
Do
can
you
I
think that one would be cool enough for you or no?
no, and can I can jump off a cruise if you want to join in.
140,000 a day. That's a
Then-
jump of 75% in 2 weeks.
At this point, it's a sign of disrespect if you're not wearing your mask.
Rachel Fain is a respiratory therapist in Idaho, where the National Guard has been mobilized to help with the coronavirus response.
I am not going to contract COVID in my state.
That one looks like
We are very safe there with masks, hand washing, social distancing. I'm going to contract COVID in the community, unfortunately.
That state's Governor Brad Little is appealing for common sense.
This comes down to personal responsibility. Please wear a mask when you're around another person who's not in your house.
Here in the West, there are new travel restrictions. Governors of California, Oregon, and Washington State tell travelers to stay away. Jamie? Tanya, thank you. 1 week after the presidential race was called, President Trump is still refusing to concede. CBS News projects Vice President-elect Joe Biden has expanded his lead in the Electoral College to 306. President Trump won by the same number in 2016. He called that a landslide repeatedly. The president continues to issue false claims that he was cheated. So do many of his supporters. CBS's Chip Reed is at the White House.
In a drive-by near the White House this morning, President Trump gave a double thumbs up to cheering supporters protesting the outcome of the election. He was on his way to play golf at his club in Virginia, where he gave a rare wave to the TV cameras on the other side of the Potomac. Later, in a tweet that was flagged for misinformation by Twitter, the president wrote, "Hundreds of thousands of people showing their support in D.C. They will not stand for a rigged and corrupt election." So far, the president has produced no evidence of widespread fraud or corruption, and several lawsuits filed by the Trump campaign and his supporters have been dismissed.
Wait, you made a TikTok for me when I was
Friday, he seemed for the first time to publicly accept the fact that he might have
What was the... Well, it's been a while. Well, it's been a while, so I'm not in the mood to do that.
In a statement Friday, Mr. Biden implored Mr. Trump to take urgent action to fight COVID-19. "I will not be president until next year," Mr. Biden said. "The crisis does not respect dates on the calendar. It is accelerating right now." The Biden transition says planning is proceeding, but it is hampered by President Trump's refusal to authorize the usual sharing of classified information. Even several Republican senators have called for President Trump to authorize comprehensive intelligence for the Biden team.
In a statement, former White House Chief of Staff John
no.
CBS News,
No.
it's not about the president or about Mr.
I am too
Biden.
good
It is
for
about
this.
America and what is
I'm
best
gonna
for our
change the
people.
game,
Mr. Trump
and
should
are you
order the
gonna
transition process
film it?
begin
Are you gonna film
It
the...
is the
Are you
right
gonna...
and moral
Oh,
Are you
yeah, I
gonna...
get charged.
Jamie?
Chip Reed, thanks so much.
Are you gonna charge?
Today's
Are you gonna
rally
charge?
has several names, including the Million MAGA March. CBS News has learned about 10,000 people showed up. Our Errol Burnett was in the crowd.
Looks like I got some channel.
frenzied celebration as President Trump's motorcade drove through
Oh no, copyrighted.
The event filled with a million wagon march. Over turnout, nowhere near them.
It got blocked.
No, by who?
A crew of 4 astronauts will have to wait another day before attempting to launch on a milestone 6-month mission to the International Space Station. Here's a look at Launch Pad 39A, where their rocket is ready to go. The joint NASA SpaceX mission called Crew 1 is now scheduled to lift off at 7:27 p.m. Eastern Time Sunday. Mark Strassman is at the Kennedy Space Center. And Mark, I know weather is delaying the launch, but not the way people may think. Explain this one to us.
Hey Jamie, there were worries about the winds at the launch pad behind me, but the main concern was with the rocket landing. Remember, one of the keys to the success of SpaceX is reusability. After launch, the company wants to land the rocket's first stage nose up on a drone ship out in the Atlantic, recover it so they can use it again for the next crew flight scheduled for March. But rough weather offshore kept that ship from getting into place on time, and that delayed the launch until tomorrow. Otherwise, the Falcon 9 rocket is ready, the Crew Dragon spaceship is ready, all 4 astronauts are ready, 3 Americans and 1 from Japan. They'll ride on the ship's first full flight. 3 are spaceflight veterans, all but first-time flyer Victor Glover. The 44-year-old former Navy test pilot is a dad with 4 girls. He's set to become the first black astronaut to stay for an extended time aboard the station. After this summer's successful demonstration flight, this mission culminates a 6-year, multi-billion-dollar effort by NASA. It will start regular crew rotation flights to the space station using American-made commercial spacecraft. No longer relying on the Russians for rides into space means NASA can increase the number of astronauts who live and work aboard the $100 billion orbiting lab. SpaceX has 3 crewed flights scheduled over the next 14 months. The forecast for tomorrow's launch attempt has actually gotten worse. It's down to about 50-50. Jamie, if there's another delay, they're going to have to wait until Wednesday to try again.
Fingers crossed it's a go. Mark Strassman, thank you. Golf's Way of Spring, the Masters, is this year's Autumn Sonata. It's 7 months late and significantly changed by the pandemic. But the drama is right on schedule. CBS's Manuel Bojorquez is in Augusta.
The world's #1 sure played like it. Dustin Johnson stormed out of the gate and stands in solid position to claim his first green jacket. Lurking nearby, Mexico's Avon Ansel playing in his first Masters. Close.
Yep, I can pass through the orange.
Defending champ Tiger Woods has faded and finished the day well back. But in many ways, the delay has made this a November to remember. Shorter days may have backed up the schedule, but it's also created dramatic autumn imagery. And while everyone misses the iconic roar of the Augusta crowds, it's now a much more intimate experience. Eavesdropping on some of the world's greatest players. And CBS Sports golf analyst Dottie Pepper says the patronless views are also a revelation.
So you're going to see really the terrain that makes this place so difficult, that makes it, when people come here for the first time, they go, wow, that was really hilly.
But while the show goes on inside Augusta National, outside, not so much. The hospitality industry here calls Masters Week their 13th month because it could add millions to the bottom line.
It's a massive letdown for us.
Howard Usry is part owner of several Augusta restaurants, including Batman's Mill Cafe. Usually he'd have 60 employees during a packed Masters Week. This year, it's less than half that.
As far as a local business owner and knowing the impact of it, it's just difficult to watch the week pass and not have patrons here.
The Masters looks to return to April next year, but it's unknown whether patrons will be allowed. As for this year's atypical Masters, well, Sunday looks to deliver a typically dramatic finish. Jamie?
Just what we all love to watch for. Manuel Bojorquez, thank you. Coverage of the Masters final round begins tomorrow morning at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. It's all right here on CBS. Straight ahead on the CBS Weekend News, we're in Iran, swamped by COVID and battered by sanctions. And later, a Los Angeles landmark enjoys literary success in tough times.
We can't always keep our distance, but we can still help protect each other this flu season by getting vaccinated. If you're 65 or older, get the superior flu protection of Flu Zone High Dose Quadrivalent. It's the only 65 plus flu vaccine,
Oops.
4 times the
I
standard
accidentally
dose.
chose
And
to
it's
go
free
out
with
with.
Medicare Part B.
Whoops!
Ozone high-dose quadrivalent
I'm just gonna pretend I
people who had a
didn't see
severe
that.
allergic reaction to any flu vaccine or vaccine component, including eggs or egg products. Tell your healthcare professional if you've ever experienced severe muscle weakness after receiving a flu shot. People with weakened immune systems, including those receiving therapies that suppress the immune system, may experience lower immune responses. Vaccination may not protect everyone. Side effects include pain, redness, and
Why do I
when you got the shot.
what did I
Also,
choose like
headache
that?
and general
That's so
discomfort.
weird.
Other side effects may occur.
If you're 65 plus, don't settle for a standard dose flu shot.
Oh,
Move up to
whoops.
superior flu protection. See your
Wait.
healthcare provider and ask for Fluzone High Dose Quadrivalent by name.
Does scrubbing grease feel like a workout? Scrub less with Dawn Ultra. Its superior grease
Oh,
cleaner
whoops.
gets to work faster, making easy work of tough messes.
There it is.
Dawn takes care of tough grease wherever it shows up. Scrub less, save more with Dawn.
All OTC pain relievers, including Voltaren,
I'm going
have
inside.
one thing in common. None are proven stronger or more effective against pain than Salonpas Batch Large. They're surprisingly common in this batch. Salonpas. Dependable, powerful.
At Fidelity, you get personalized wealth planning and unmatched overall value. Together with a dedicated advisor, you make a plan that can adjust as your life changes, with access to tax-smart investing strategies to help you keep more of what you earn. And with brokerage accounts, you see what you'll pay before you trade. Personalized advice, unmatched value. At Fidelity, you can have both.
What if one stalk of broccoli could protect you from cancer? What if
Yeah.
one push-up could prevent heart disease?
Uh-oh, what happens to the
Wishful
machine?
thinking, right? But there is one step adults 65 or older can take to help prevent another serious disease, pneumococcal pneumonia. One dose. So the Prevnar 13 vaccine can help protect you from this bacterial lung disease that may even put you in the hospital. It's not a yearly shot. Prevnar 13 is used in adults to help prevent infections from 13 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Don't get Prevnar 13 if you have a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may respond to the vaccine. The most common side effects were pain, redness and swelling of
There goes
limited
pirates.
arm movement, fatigue, headache,
It's
muscle
up to
pain,
me.
joint pain, less appetite, vomiting, fever, chills, or rash. Even if you've already been vaccinated with another pneumonia vaccine, Prevnar 13 may help provide additional
Oh, no.
protection.
Get this one done.
Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 13 today.
I'm not.
Iran has the worst COVID outbreak in the Middle East. It's now struggling with a lethal new wave of infections. At the same time, U.S.-led sanctions make it tough to ramp up testing and access promising vaccines. In Tehran, here's CBS's Elizabeth Palmer.
The victims of COVID arrived by ambulance at Tehran's main cemetery. Then their bodies are disinfected before grieving families can at last lay them to rest. Iran is struggling with the worst coronavirus outbreak in the Middle East. To hear firsthand what it's been like, we asked Saeed Batai, our Tehran producer, who's covered many stories with us over the years and who's lost 2 friends to COVID. How long was it before people began to take it seriously?
Well, I think in the beginning, maybe like everywhere else, they didn't take it as seriously as they should have.
But Iran, like the rest of the world, watched its hospitals fill up and recognized it faced a crisis with religion as the super spreader. That is, crowded public prayer gatherings. Officials took a hard look at the science though and made a radical decision. Close down the religious sites temporarily to slow the infection.
This is for first time in 1400 years that they have closed down the holy shrines. And that was a big action to do.
At the same time, scientists at Tehran's Pasteur Institute urgently testing. The team ramped up production from 10 tests a day
Did I know you?
to 30,000.
Oh look, the dining room with the captain.
But not enough. And the problem isn't science, it's politics.
Welcome everyone.
Specifically,
You're all looking
US
great.
sanctions that have choked off Iran's access to foreign-made chemicals.
My name is Edward Smith. I'm the
So are
captain
there
of this
things that
ship.
you would like
No,
to
I'm not
have that you
that.
can't get because of
But he doesn't have a voice. I already let him check. Unfortunately, he won't be able to join us right now. He had a rough night and he's feeling sick.
More than 150 a day at
Go ahead. Grab a piece of that roast chicken before it gets so cold.
I saw that shot of all the...
Do you think I sound like a captain? Thank you, Captain.
100% natural propellant, cheaper.
Let's get out of here.
Artificial propellant. That's why Febreze works differently. Plus, it eliminates odors with a water-based formula and no dyes. For freshness you'll enjoy.
Today marks the start of Diwali, the Hindu New Year. The Festival of Lights is being celebrated
that
from the top of the Empire State Building to the streets of New Delhi. But in India, the country with the second highest number of cases in the world, the tributes are tempered by fear.
I'm Greenbeard, Captain of Dark
Pole. New York
Pole.
City today. The 75-foot-tall Norway spruce made the 160-mile drive from upstate New York to the big city. You see it there as it
Oh man, that dress looks
Rockefeller
embarrassing.
Center tree. Its 35,000 lights will be fired up on December 2nd. Nice to see that tradition happening. Next on the CBS Weekend News, the LA landmark that's a haven for African-American authors.
Here's to the doers. To all the people who realize they can do more with less asthma. Thanks to Dupixent, the add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. Dupixent isn't for sudden breathing problems. It can improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks and help prevent severe asthma attacks. It's not a steroid, but can help reduce or eliminate oral steroids. Dupixent can cause serious allergic reactions, including anaphylaxis. Get help right away if you have rash, shortness of breath, chest pain, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection. And don't change or stop your asthma treatments, including steroids, without talking to your doctor.
Doors open.
Are you ready to do more with less asthma? Talk to your asthma specialist about Dupixent. If your financial situation has changed, we may be able to
I
help.
won today, like I said.
Are you okay?
Oh, it's just a cold. If you have high blood pressure, a cold is not just a cold. Most cold medicines may raise blood pressure. Choose Coricidin HBP, the brand with a heart, for powerful cold relief without raising your blood pressure.
If you have moderate to severe psoriasis or psoriatic arthritis, little things can become your big moment. That's why there's Otezla. Otezla is not an injection or a cream. It's a pill that treats differently. For psoriasis, 75% clearer skin is achievable with reduced redness, thickness, and scaliness of plaque. For psoriatic arthritis, Otezla is proven to reduce joint swelling, tenderness, and pain, and the Otezla prescribing information has no requirement for routine lab monitoring. Don't use if you're allergic to Otezla. It may cause severe diarrhea, nausea, or vomiting. Otezla is associated with an increased risk of depression. Tell your doctor if you have a history of depression or suicidal thoughts, or if these feelings develop. Some people taking Otezla reported weight loss. Your doctor should monitor your weight and may stop treatment. Upper respiratory tract infection and headache may occur. Tell your doctor about your medicines and if you're pregnant or planning to be. Otezla, show more of you.
Last night's sleep interrupted by pain? Tonight, silence it with new ZzzQuil Night Pain. Because pain should never get in the way of a restful night's sleep. New ZzzQuil Night Pain. Silence pain. Sleep soundly.
The CBS Evening News with Mara O'Donnell. Weeknights on CBS.
Finally tonight, these are hard times for independent bookstores. They're struggling. But in Los Angeles, the events of this difficult year have provided a surge for one local landmark. CBS's Lilia Luciano paid a visit.
So you want to talk about race?
The name of this iconic Los Angeles bookstore, SO1, means water over rocks.
And we came up with this slogan, as water flows over rocks, so does knowledge flow through books.
Those books have helped owner James Fugate create a business that's lasted for 30 years. Most store in North Park. Hosting authors from Toni Morrison to figures
Yeah, I did heard. Yeah, I did heard, and I was shocked about that one.
And I thought at the time, I said he probably should go into politics.
No, I didn't cry, did you? No, but it was sad, nonetheless, but there's nothing I can do.
They've really been looking at
all types of books dealing with race and racial issues.
I wanted to come and just support a black-owned bookstore in my local neighborhood.
No, my dad didn't reply. I never wanted to happen.
Best-selling author of How to Be an Anti-Racist, even as Wendy says it's one of the best favorite places. What role does a store like SO1 play in the process of eradicating racist ideas in politics?
They're taking the red key.
The literature that allows people to understand the nature of racism. You can't eradicate anything if you don't understand it.
Kendi has talked up the store, sending orders soaring.
40 to 50 orders went to 400 orders, and then the next day it was over 1,200.
At a time when COVID has threatened business, at SO1, the knowledge of some clothing. How did that feel?
It was incredible. You know, we could pay all the bills.
Wait, the captain! Take the key! Ah!
CBS News, Los Angeles.
It didn't let me.
Gives you some hope. That's the CBS Weekend News for this Saturday. Later
I'm
on
just
CBS,
reading
48
by.
hours.
Oh, you know what? That is
Sunday
it.
morning with Jane Pauley. First thing tomorrow. I'm Jamie Yuccas in Los Angeles. Tonight, though, we want to leave you with a look at Augusta National and all those beautiful magnolia trees. Good night.
Oh, you know what? Well, I'm not gonna.
Normally, you'd have in-laws in the spare, twins in the office, and Uncle Teddy on the sofa. But this year, you can treat yourself.
Where did he go?
During the Black Friday super sale at Denver Mattress. Shop today and save $100 on every 1,000 you spend. Get a $300 furniture gift certificate with any time repeated. Or check out the Doctor's Choice only $499.99. 7 years, no
Work
interest.
is easy as pie.
Free shipping. Did I mention 7 years, no interest? The Black Friday super sale on now at Denver Mattress.
We live in one of the fastest growing areas in the country, where home prices are quickly rising. For the men and women of the Building Contractors Association,
You cannot pick
this
the
concern
chance.
is very real. We are working hard to keep building costs low and to build communities that are desirable and safe places to live, work, learn, and play. So if you're wondering if you can afford a new home, know this.
Wow, I just knocked him out then.
For a price you can live with.
Behind the scenes of coronavirus testing.
I just knocked him out.
Crowded space where people are not masked up, it is a great way to contract this disease. And if you ignore that basic fact, which has been established, then I think that you're putting yourself at higher risk.
In Idaho and the country, we're setting single-day COVID-19 case count records. The risk is the holiday season is here.
Coming from all over the country, thousands upon thousands of people marching in the nation's capital to express their support for President Trump. I'm on Charlie Sharp in Washington with how the president himself is responding.
So I got the good end. You want to get back the necklace.
I'll break down what we can expect where you live coming up in just a few minutes.
I hope we don't get this. I did do the good ending last time, so I'm gonna choose the bad end and you keep
Jacobson, Sarah, tonight, keep that umbrella here.
This is the worst idea ever. I need to drop it now, and I'm not going to.
Right now, it's actually a river of moisture, basically going to bring another
Let it
source
go.
of moisture to our mountains. We're looking at another foot of fresh powder for some areas. Let's break that down to what you can expect
feel the
tonight.
power.
We're expecting it tonight through Monday morning. Periods of rain and snow for us down
Oh no! Oh no!
Our temperature is looking like it will stay rain, potentially some snow overnight.
I got
during
them.
about 1 a.m. Turning back to rain once again.
I turned myself to a monster.
The heavy mountain snow is headed their way up to a foot for our friends above the 6 Central Idaho mountains over the past 24 hours. They've seen anywhere from 6 again to that up to 15 inches of fresh snowfall. It's all because of this river of moisture. Basically acting as a fire hose, surging moisture into the Pacific Northwest. We can see that front right now over central Oregon, but we're just now starting to see the leading edge of that storm system push into southwestern Idaho. Again, we are seeing rain down here below that 3,000 foot mark, but if you are above the 3,000 foot mark, you can expect a rain-snow mix and some pretty nice accumulations. But right now, temperatures 42 in Boise, 45 in Nampa, 44 in Caldwell, and we are looking at just 29 in McCall. So not quite those temperatures to sustain some nice accumulating snowfall down here in our valleys. But this is a look at your AdventureCast for tomorrow. It may be a nice day to stay in and watch a couple movies, maybe enjoy a nice cup of hot cocoa, because we are looking at scattered showers throughout the day for us here in the Treasure Valley as well as the Magic Valley. But coming up in a few minutes, we'll talk about this next surge of moisture pushing in, our second storm system of the weekend. We'll break it down what you can expect depending on where you live elevation-wise and how long this active system is going to stick around.
Say that again. Uh-oh.